The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen believes a compact speaker should sound so complete that you forget it is compact. The JBL Go 4 believes a compact speaker should be so affordable and so capable that you stop overthinking and just buy it. Only one of them is right for your life. This video finds out which one that is. Sound quality is why you are spending money on a speaker instead of using your phone. The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen uses a custom-designed transducer paired with passive radiators, a hardware configuration that has no business being inside something this small. Passive radiators are typically found in larger enclosures because they extend bass response by resonating sympathetically with the main driver, producing low frequencies that a single driver cannot generate alone. In the SoundLink Micro, that engineering produces bass that is not just present, it is felt, not just heard. Customers who own this speaker consistently land on the same word. Surprisingly. Surprisingly loud. Surprisingly deep. Surprisingly full. Bose tuned this speaker to sound like it is lying about its size, and it succeeds. The JBL Go 4 delivers JBL Pro sound with what the company calls punchier bass, and that is an accurate description within its category. For a speaker roughly the size of a deck of cards, the Go 4 sounds clear, present, and confident at moderate volumes. It handles podcasts, playlists, and background music in small spaces without sounding thin or distorted. Customers call out the volume relative to its dimensions as a standout quality, and at its size, that is earned. Where the gap shows against the Bose is in low-end depth and loudness ceiling. The Go 4 runs out of road before the SoundLink Micro does. Edge Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen clearly on audio depth and volume ceiling. Battery life on the Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen is 6 hours. 7 hours on the JBL Go 4 with a Playtime Boost mode that adds 2 more, 9 hours total before you reach for a cable. That is a meaningful difference when you consider how these speakers get used. A full afternoon outdoors, a workday on a desk, a long drive with the speaker sitting on the dashboard. The Go 4 lasts through scenarios where the Bose needs a charge break. The Bose charges via micro USB, which is worth flagging as a legacy connector in a USB-C world. The Go 4 charges via USB-C. Neither speaker charges fast enough to make topping up mid-session a practical option. The battery you start with is the battery you finish with. Battery feedback on both is mixed across customers. Some report great performance, others flag charging inconsistencies. Neither speaker has a clean track record on this front, so the Go 4's advantage is on rated hours, not on perfection. Edge, JBL Go 4, on total rated playtime and USB-C charging. Both speakers carry IP67 ratings, waterproof, dustproof, tested to the same standard. In a puddle, on a beach, in rain, or dropped in a sink, both hold up equally on paper and in practice. Where they diverge is in how they absorb physical punishment beyond water. The Bose SoundLink Micro wraps its entire body in rubberized silicone, a material that absorbs impact energy rather than transferring it to the internal components. Drop it on concrete, toss it in a bag with keys and gear, let it rattle around in a car console. The exterior shows almost nothing. That rubberized shell is doing real work on every bounce. The JBL Go 4 is built solidly for its price and incorporates post-consumer recycled plastic in its construction, which is a genuine environmental commitment and not just marketing. It handles drops respectably. It does not have the rubberized impact absorption of the Bose exterior, and over months of genuinely rugged use, that difference accumulates. Edge, Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen, on physical impact resistance. The JBL Go 4 is approximately the size of a deck of cards. Customers use that comparison specifically, and it is apartment. It drops into a pocket, a cup holder, or a corner of a bag without claiming any real estate. There is no clip, no strap, no attachment system. It is purely a grab-and-go speaker that lives wherever you set it down. The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen is slightly larger and adds a tear-resistant silicone strap that changes how the speaker exists in the world. That strap wraps around handlebars, cinches to bag straps, loops through gear loops on a backpack, and lashes to a cooler handle. It turns the speaker from something you set down into something you attach. And that distinction matters for buyers whose activities involve movement rather than stationary listening. Hiking, cycling, kayaking, the strap keeps the speaker with you rather than requiring a hand to carry it. Edge, Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen, on active carry versatility via strap. The JBL Go 4 supports Auracast, the forward-looking Bluetooth broadcast standard that connects multiple JBL Auracast-enabled speakers wirelessly for a larger sound footprint. Pair 2 Go 4s for stereo. Add more Auracast speakers to the group for a genuinely expanded setup. At $50 per speaker, building a multi-speaker Auracast network is accessible without significant investment. This is the connectivity architecture that Bluetooth audio is moving toward, and the Go 4 is already on it. The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen uses SimpleSync, which pairs with compatible Bose products and allows multi-room audio follow-through within the Bose ecosystem. It also carries a built-in microphone for speakerphone calls and voice assistant access to Siri or Google Assistant via a multi-function button. The Bose Connect app handles software updates and settings. The Go 4 has none of these: no microphone, no app, no voice assistant. For buyers who take calls or use voice commands regularly, that Bose feature set is a daily use advantage the Go 4 simply does not have. Edge, JBL Go 4, on multi-speaker flexibility via Auracast. Bose, on integrated mic and app features. The JBL Go 4 is partially constructed from post-consumer recycled materials, recycled plastic in the body and recycled fabric on the grill, and it ships in FSC-certified packaging printed with soy-based ink. For a $50 speaker, that environmental commitment is not the norm, and it reflects a manufacturing philosophy that buyers who care about sustainability can weigh meaningfully against the competition. The Bose does not make equivalent sustainability claims at the same product level. The SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen still charges via micro USB, a connector that most current cables, laptops, and travel accessories have moved away from. In a world where USB-C is the standard on phones, tablets, laptops, and now most audio accessories, carrying a separate micro USB cable for one speaker is an annoyance that builds over time. It is not a deal breaker, but at $130 it is a detail Bose should have addressed by now, and buyers who travel with minimal cables will feel it. The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen wins this comparison, and the case for it comes down to the category the speaker was built to lead. Sound quality is why you buy a speaker. Everything else is context. The SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen produces audio depth, bass presence, and volume output that the JBL Go 4 cannot match. And it does it in an enclosure just as pocketable, with a silicone strap that makes it more useful in active outdoor scenarios than any speaker without one. The integrated microphone, voice assistant access, Bose Connect app, and SimpleSync ecosystem round out a product that functions as more than background noise. At $130, the Bose asks you to pay for what it delivers, and it delivers. At $50, the JBL Go 4 is the right choice for a specific and legitimate buyer. Someone who wants a capable, genuinely fun little speaker for casual use, values Auracast multi-speaker flexibility, cares about sustainable materials, or simply does not need the Bose's audio depth for their use case. At that price, the Go 4 is difficult to argue against. It earns every dollar it costs. But if you are choosing one speaker to own one that sounds complete rather than acceptable, the Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen is that speaker. The Bose SoundLink Micro 2nd Gen is the winner. Both speakers are linked in the description below. Check pricing before you decide, since both have been known to shift. Here is the plain version. The JBL Go 4 is a great $50 speaker. The Bose SoundLink Micro is a great speaker that happens to cost $130. If you can hear the difference between those two sentences, you already know which one you are buying. If you want comparisons that respect your money, hit subscribe. This channel exists to make sure your next purchase is the right one before you make it. The Bose wins. Thanks for watching.